Hey ladies, this is Jeanie Huddleston. I am the team manager for the Glamour Jammers, and I just want to welcome the Red Hots, Wonder Jams, and Glamour Jammers to training this week. Our format's going to be a little bit different. You'll notice that you're going to be watching a video, and I'm going to go through the slides, and I'm just going to talk with you as I go through the slides, and you will have 24 hours to view this video, and then on Thursday evening at 8:30 I will post a Q&A where you have the opportunity to ask your team managers any questions that you might have in regards to this training. So the title of this particular training is Consistency is the Key to Success. Go ahead and hit like once you have watched the video, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I've got a series of slides that I'd like to share with you this evening. These are all principles that have really helped me organize my business and approach it in a sustainable manner so that it's both reliable with income and maintainable and doesn't eat up every moment of my life. Feel free to share your thoughts during our Q&A. My first tip is to book the beginning of your month. So you want to heavily book the beginning of your month. This eliminates that end of the month crunch and that stress. I shoot for achieving my PRV goal by the 15th of the month. Anything and above and beyond is a plus. PRV, for those of you that are new to Jamberry, PRV is our personal retail volume, and so that is an important acronym to learn. All right, so the next thing that is really important is sharing your goals. When you share your goals, it's like a double whammy. It helps us as the team managers and as your team. It helps us to better help you. It also helps us know how to better provide training. It allows us to celebrate with you as well. It also helps you to develop a plan which you are 40% more likely to achieve. Your team managers most likely have or are in the process of setting up April goals. So this is a great time for you to go ahead and think about what is really important to you and what you want to achieve in the month of April. The next thing that I want to talk with you about is bringing a friend with you. Jamberry is such a crazy ride. Your business can take off before you are buckled in. So it is much better to travel with a friend. And I think everybody agrees when you have that friend or that accountability partner, it definitely helps you to grow your business. Another real important thing is getting organized and sharing those organizational strategies with others. And so that is going to be one thing that at the end of the video, I'm going to put up a opportunity for you to share how you get organized. What is your biggest organizational strategy that you can share with everybody else? Remember, you have to do what works best for you, whether that's keeping, a paper pencil list, keeping a list in your head, doing it electronically, but getting organized is key to having a successful business. Tech tips. All right, so you want to be deliberate in your work so that you don't get stuck in the black hole of non-IGAs. And remember, IGAs is income generating activities. Keep in mind that Facebook supposedly will be changing some of their features April 30th. The team managers and I are working on establishing a training to go over the different changes that will be taking place. However, in the meantime, if you want to schedule a post, you can do that on a business page if you have a business page, or you can use Tiny Torch or SyncShare, but those, I believe, will only allow you to post in events and not groups. And I know that predominantly the majority of us use groups for our Facebook parties. But please note that more tech tips will definitely be coming in regards to scheduling your post. Another awesome thing that I do is I have an iPhone and an iPad, and I actually have a MacBook. And so all three of those devices have a notes app. And so I copy and paste some of my favorite posts onto that note app, so that regardless of if I'm on my iPad or my iPhone or my MacBook, I can have access to some of my favorite posts. And that definitely saves some time. Make sure that you can turn off notifications. If you don't want to receive them. I don't recommend doing that for your team pages, because you want to know everything that you can possibly know from your team pages. We are all here to support each other on those pages, and so you definitely want to make sure that those notifications are turned on. All right, so your best sales tool is wearing your wraps consistently. That is the name of this training. It's all about consistency, and it's so important that you have the wraps on your hands, because they will simply sell themselves. You need to make sure that you're posting them on social media, such as your Facebook page, Instagram, things like that. And this picture, this slide that you're currently seeing has got some no's and then some do's as far as posting pictures of wraps. I personally love the coffee cup picture. All right, so this is really important. How many of us are guilty of not treating our business like a business? I know that I am for sure guilty of that. You need to make sure that you're setting office hours. Know the difference between work time and family time. I know it's difficult, and I totally understand, but this makes business so more sustainable. I definitely could not work my Jamberry business 24/7. I could, I'm sorry, work it 24/7 because I love it. But I also have to balance my family and being a teacher. And so setting office hours are super important. I know that some of the team managers are posting coaching calls, and those times are when they're available for office hours, and so that's a great opportunity to take advantage of their knowledge. But then I also encourage each of you to set your own office hours, so that you are not bogging down your life with Jamberry. All right, so another awesome consistency tool is calendar blocking. You want to model your business so that it looks attractive to team members, potential recruits, customers, and most importantly, you. This goes back to front loading. Offer what you have, they will take it, and they will respect you for having family time. So it is important that you set up a calendar and you establish when you can do parties, when you can't do parties, and things like that. And your customers, as well as your team members, will respect that calendar, because you have to have something else going, life. Jamberry is super important, but you got to have, your calendar blocked off to where when you are available. So your office hours can be any time that works for you. You set your hours and stick to them. The key word here is you, not your team, not your customers, you. So here is some sample office hours. And of course, the blessing of direct sales is it's part-time hours for full-time income. All right, so your to-do list should only be 3 to 5 tasks long, not as long as your paper. And then you need to prioritize those tasks. Can something wait until tomorrow? And if so, it's not that you're putting it off. You're just doing what is the most important for the time you have allotted. So Brian Tracy suggests doing one activity at a time. Booking contacts all at the same time. Hostess coaching all together rather than checking email, post on Facebook, answer a call, do laundry, make a sample packet, etc. Can you see how getting in a zone could help? Have you ever done this? Have you noticed a difference? I will decide, okay, I'm going to do sample packets because I like to have those ready to go so that all I have to do is pull out the baggie, stick the sample in, and mail. And so I may spend, 20 minutes one time a month putting together sample packets. And so the entire time in that 20 minutes, I'm focused on that one activity. And then I may move on and do something else. But it's definitely important not to jump back and forth between different activities because you will not complete anything. And we're talking about consistency here, which is, maintaining and completing and keeping that energy going. All right, so this is huge. This will benefit many areas of your attempt to pump consistency into your business. If you know your resources, it'll affect your time management plan. It'll affect your approach to social media. It'll affect your plan for your hostesses. It'll affect your plan for booking your calendar, everything. Do you feel confident in the knowledge of your Jamberry resources? Every team page, I'm telling you, team pages, awesome. They have files and photos and tons of helpful people, and so you can use that resource on your team pages. If you're on a computer, you have the ability to search. So if you're looking for something specific, type it in. You can search for it on your team pages. We also have Facebook picture and document groups for ideas that Jamberry has. Jamberry also sends the weekly jam. You should be getting that once a week, and that has lots of information, as well as your workstation. Every day, just about, Jamberry updates your workstation, your dashboard with specific news for the day and key information that you need to know. But you also have a resources tab, a marketing tag, documents, trainings, and so you've got lots of resources right there on your workstation. Jamberry does offer all consultant calls or opportunity calls that you can also get and be a part of. Now, team trainings. We have the Feed Your Brain training page, and as you all know, the team managers, we rotate. Every 2 weeks we do training so that we are consistently offering you something without having it to be every week. And you're getting to see a variety of different styles between Athena, Stephanie, and myself with our training. So definitely take part in that. That is great information. And also, now that we have created the Feed Your Brain page, you're able to go back to that page after a training to review any information, or maybe you had a question, you can go back to it, and then you can talk with your sponsor or your team manager if you have other questions. Of course, you can do some support tickets on your dashboard that will help you if you need additional resources, as well as your sponsor and your upline team manager. The chain of communication really should start with consultant to sponsor. And then if your sponsor can't help you or she doesn't know the answer, either yourself or her will go to the team manager and we will help you. That's what we are here for, to help you to create a successful business. So I could talk about consistency all night long, but this is kind of where we end for now. I will be around in 24 hours, as well as the other two team managers, Stephanie and Athena, to answer any questions that you have. Just kind of want to leave you with this little quote. My name is Consistency. I'm directly related to success. We should hang out more than every once in a while. So definitely provide some consistency in your business and you will consistently be successful. Work your business like a business. Thanks, ladies. We'll see you in 24 hours.